Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Fronti.
Well, we're glad you stayed with us on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Please join us right here at the Vault Media Studios. That's right. We call it the Vault Media Studios 1, where our studios used to be the safe for the Bank of Santa Clarita, so we call it the Vault. But you can't get in. You don't have a key.
You do have a key. If you go to donandgino.com, you just hit the live streaming button. You can watch exactly what we're doing here in the studio. And you'll see that today we bring in, as usual, someone much better looking than us, dressing up our studio, Don.
Doesn't take much.
That's true.
But Deanna's done a great job. She looks great, and she's adding some great value. Again, we always try to add value every single week, and one of the things we make sure is to let you know about a lot of the events. We just handled the chili cook-off for the, I don't know, what's our third, fourth year in a row?
Yeah, third year, I think, with the chili cook-off. Yeah. Always a great event.
Mr. Dragon's Breath chili.
Yeah.
I had
do you guys know the first place prize for the chili cook-off this year? What it is?
Nope, we never win it. So it doesn't help much. But we always have fun doing it. And we know what's really nice is our group always joins us there, and we have a good time. I mean, last year we had, gosh, I think like probably 10 or 12 people, and this year over 15.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Cool. We actually have the first place prize will be some CUTCO knives.
Nice.
Oh, very
engraved with winner on it.
Winner chicken dinner.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah.
And I like the CUTCO knife. So let's get in there. We're here with DEANNA Scordino, and she's the CUTCO gal. And you know, you guys have heard of CUTCO knives. Hopefully you have. They're one of the most famous knives out there. But you do a lot more than just push knives. Sorry, I mean, a lot of people think, I don't want knives. But you help with branding and retention and making an impact. And it's all about showing gratification and appreciation.
Right. Totally. So there's a couple of things I want to give you guys some good tips of when and how to make an impact. Because the bottom line is the best way to make an impact with anyone in your life, whether it's a client, a friend, a family member, whatever, is to give a gift when someone is not expecting it. That is the bottom line. And I will touch on that, but just quick story. I have a realtor client of mine. She's a big agent out here. I think she's done real estate well over 20, maybe even 30 years. She's been doing it a long time. And the thing I like about working with people like that is a lot of times when you've done something for so many decades, you're used to a certain thing. And some people are just closed off to, you know, they have it down. You know, they don't need help. That's fine. I don't want to help them anyway.
Help those who want to be helped.
Yeah, like that's the stable rule anyway. Like I only want to help those that want help. So this one lady was open to giving some CUTCO, and she emailed me something the other day. She gave a gift to a guy, bought a house from her, and he kind of freaked out in a good way. And he got the gift. He said, "Oh my gosh, I used to sell these 40 years ago, and I remember at the time they were so amazing. I never ended up figuring out how to get a set later, but I've been dying to get my hands on CUTCO again. And now I have CUTCO." And it's just like such a strange, random story, but it's like, you know, the bottom line too is people have to eat food. And they aren't necessarily going to go out to the store, even if they buy the nicest house on the block. They're not going to just wake up one day and say, "Today's the day I'm investing in a great set of knives."
Right.
Yeah.
That would be great. I think I would be retired by now if that happened every day. So most people just don't buy themselves something nice. They're usually like, "Oh, I want to help my kids' college," or I club soccer and that's costing me a lot. Like they just don't think about doing anything nice for themselves. It's usually all about their family and other things, which is good. But if you give something to somebody of value and it makes an impact and they have to use it every day and it happens to have your information on it, there's just nothing wrong with that in any regard.
Well, remember, a lot of us, in this business, we live off our referrals, and our best referrals by far from our past clients. I mean, because it's so hard to get new clients, and you're competing with everybody else to get that new client. Whereas at least if you can just retain your current client that you've already proven you've done a great job of, you already built a relationship with, therefore they're now a warm lead, and the idea of showing appreciation on occasion is to help remind them that you're there for them and to refer you, because if out of sight, out of mind. And these are great ways to do it. So I like that you always push some really good branding, not just send a gift.
Right.
Yeah, you touched on something super important, though. Give somebody something they're not willing to spend the money on to give themselves. And we had a huge impact this year. One of the gifts we gave out was
yeah.
Amazon Dots, right? It wasn't an incredibly expensive gift, but you'd be surprised. So many people were like, gosh, I was thinking about getting this
9
for
out
myself.
of 10 said that.
Yeah, and it was like, it wasn't really gimmicky, but it's one of those things that you look at all the time and you're like, not today.
Right.
Well, the fact that we delivered it to everybody, even my best friend that I gave one to, he was like, oh, dude, I've been looking to see if I was going to get one of these. I mean, it was actually really impactful, but it's because it was something they weren't willing to get themselves. So maybe the knives have that same
Plus, we
sort
had
of
fun
impact.
with it. We put a little thing saying why we sent it to them, and at the end it says, remember, Alexa, call Don and Gino.
So that was cool.
I love it.
And I'm
Yeah,
supposed to
great.
learn how to program it to do that. But
Yes, you are.
I haven't done that yet.
That's awesome.
I'm waiting for technology to roll around and
Hey,
do that.
Jen, you hear that?
Well, I think one thing too that I've noticed is my favorite stories, because I've been doing this now, it'll be 19 years in August, which, you know,
You started when you were 12?
5.
Okay, 5. Beat me. I started when I was 12, and I say I've been in this for 30 years. Yeah.
So what's so great though is there's two things. One is I get to see people, oh, you know, my mom bought me these when I was first married, and this is someone who's 60 years old. Like, it's so great to see, you know, how long these have lasted. And it's so great because I find it in business too. You know, my realtor gave me this 5 years ago. Who's your realtor's name? This person. They know it because they've seen it so many times at this point, which is great. And again, they wouldn't have bought it themselves, but they use it every day because it works way better than what they have, you know?
Yeah, and I got to tell you, as a CUTCO user, because I grew up in a household where,
Such
you
a
know,
user.
my, story again, but my sister's ex-boyfriend sold CUTCO knives for a little while, right?
Oh, nice.
And so we had the full set at home when I was younger, growing up, and it was great. You know, we cut ourselves all the time. It was fantastic. When you're used to having dull knives,
Oh, yeah.
and then all of a sudden you get a CUTCO knife, have some Band-Aids around, please. It is super critical.
Totally.
But honestly, I could still walk in my mom's house today, and there's still a couple of them left. The ones that aren't there, it's just because she lost them. She's got like this big knife drawer, 7,000 different
man.
knives.
That's awesome.
But they're great. They're great.
Yeah.
They keep cutting forever.
Totally.
All right, so we have to throw a shout out because hopefully as a business owner, you know what, I should probably reach out, especially now if your business is good, economy has picked up some, jobs are improved, they think it's going to continue on. That's a great thing. Now's the time to invest in your future business. Right now you get a little complacent because business is good. This is the time to invest. Gino and I do it all the time. We're a big time investment, but even better, you need a partner to help you decide what is best to invest in. What are some ideas for you to invest in, how to brand yourself, and how to retain your clients. And DEANNA Scordino is the best. That's why she's #1 in the nation for CUTCO. That's pretty big. That's a big company.
Thank you.
Proud of you. That's amazing.
Thanks.
Right here out of Santa Clarita.
I know.
Yeah.
So how do they get a hold of you?
The best way to reach me is probably my website. It's, well, we're going to be, let's do this one. There's a few. foreverclientgifts.com. foreverclientgifts.com,
Nice.
all spelled out. And if people are just looking for some things for themselves, thenifegal.com. The knife,
Gal.
KNIFE, gal, GAL.com.
It's got to be rough relationships.
I love when I introduce myself. They're like, "What do you do?"
Yeah.
That's how
Explain.
that's why we were joking. That's how she sold us. I'm like, I don't know, Deanna. I'm like, have you seen how sharp our knives are? And we bought right
We
away.
demonstrate.
Yeah, we were locked in Don's office, and I think we were scared.
I love it.
Well, Deanna, thank you so much for sharing and being a great partner, a great friend, being involved in our community. You're at almost every event. It's nice that you give back to our community.
Thank you.
And you help our businesses do a better job of what they really should be doing, which is appreciating their clients, thanking their clients, and retaining their clients. So nicely done.
Thank you. Happy to do it. You guys are great.
No, thank you.
Awesome.
Okay, what's your websites again that they
Okay.
get a hold of you?
We'll do foreverclientgifts.com. And that's for branding your business. My contact info is there. And then also thenifegal.com if you just want some cool, awesome CUTCO for your house.
Plus,
Awesome.
Deanna's really cool and fun. She's
Yeah,
easy to work
baby.
with. So reach out, Deanna. Thank you for being part of our show. Stay
Thank
tuned
you.
for the second half of our show. We have some amazing guests coming up. Some of our Skyline partners going to talk about some things you really need to know about the market, the differences between, say, a bank versus a direct lender, the difference between Skyline and our competitors. And maybe we can talk them into telling us where they think interest rates are going to go down the road.
Do you think we should let them borrow a crystal ball?
Oh, it's worked so far.
Yeah.
All right, don't go away. The second half of the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show is going to be amazing. Check us out at donandgino.com. We'll talk to you in just a few minutes.